If you don't know me, my name is Patricia da Silva. You probably should know me since you're here on my page. I am wellness advocate with doTERRA. I'm also a certified aromatherapist and holistic coach. And I want to talk about lots of things that's going on about, oh, how can you boost your immune system? How can you, get healthier and all that. So one of the things that I've been looking at is that stress, right? There are all the things too that can help, you not only elevate our immune system, but something that can help us not to lower our immune system. So instead of trying to find something that is gonna help us to boost our immune system, how about for us to do something that's gonna help us to not get our immune system lower, not get sick. There are a few things that we can do, not only about essential oils. I'm not going to talk about essential oils specifically. I'm going to talk about all the things that you can manage in your daily routine that can help you not to lower your immune system, okay? So to start with, there is sciences that shows that there are three types of stress. Okay, so the one that goes daily, the things that happens daily, they really don't think about much. Major, maybe a major event, maybe you're getting to a wedding, maybe you're gonna have a birth of your child, or something really amazing is gonna happen in your life. You also can cause stress. Doesn't have to be something bad. It could be something that's gonna give you anxious feelings, just for you to, okay, I need to get married tomorrow. I remember when I was gonna get married, how stressful it was, because I could control that feelings. And or maybe something that happened to a trauma that happened in your childhood, maybe something that happened before, or maybe you suffer like a car accident, or maybe some event in your life that really trigger that, the stress. So there are a few things, right? So these there are studies that says that a lot of those stress that happens in your life has a lot to do with connection, a lot of connection with autoimmune disorders. Okay, for many years. So a lot of doctors really trying now to educate themselves and see that a lot of uh, a lot of disease, a lot of chronic disease are related to stress. So physiologically, our bodies, right, natural reactions, reacted to stressors with like a fight and freeze, like, or I don't know, maybe you're, when you get too stressed out, you get, all your muscles get tense, or maybe you can breathe. There are a few things that can happen when you go to a period of stress. Okay, so there are chemical reactions that can involve hormonal changes. Okay, so your adrenal glands release stress hormones, cortisol, and the I don't know if I'm pronounced right, also known as adrenaline. So, and norepinephrine, which is it goes to your bloodstreams, preparing your body to fight. So your body's actually, hello. So your body's like actually can go crazy. Something like, oh, I got stressed, now I gotta go fight. Get ready. So we really have to be careful when we get stressed. And sometimes the people like, oh, stress is just a normal thing. No, you need to worry about it. Stress is really bad, especially for the immune system. Okay, so your sympathetic nervous systems activate when that process, causing your heart to race, rate, your blood pressure to go up, your muscles to get tight, and your digestion to stop. So you see all the things that happens to your body when you go to a period of stress. So all that increases, is your body responsible for you, like as a protection. Like your body understand when you stress that you in danger, that he needs to fight. So did you realize what is going on? So it's really bad, really bad. So what happens, like if you go back to your state of relaxation, for some example, maybe you saw a mouse, or maybe somebody banging the door, you got scared. and you go back to the regular, you go back to the regular emotion and you're not stressed. But now if you go to a period of stress, like nowadays that people are going crazy over toilet paper towel. Oh my God, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? And then all those things are causing your body to go through some sort of stress. So what I'm trying to teach you here is that sometimes is like your chances for you to get sick is even worse if you stress. So all calm down, okay? Everybody calm down. So studies have shown that chronic stress can have a really negative impact in every system of your body in your organs, okay? So if you the stress is like continue, you will have a lot of problems in your body tissue, okay? So include immune cells, and you become more sensitive to regulate your cortisol, and then the ability to manage your inflammatory response. Okay, so which can lead to inflammation. Okay, so why everybody suffers with inflammation? Why you think everybody suffers with a lot of inflammation? You think about only the food we eat? No, stress too. So, and that can progress to autoimmune disease. Okay, so there's a lot of studies that can relate those two. So, a study shows that 80% of the people that report uncommon emotion stress before autoimmune disease onset, and not only stress causes the disease, but the disease itself also causes significant stress, creating a vicious cycle. So if you're already with autoimmune disease, you'll get more stress, and then you can never get out of autoimmune disease because you're constantly in stress and your body is also in inflammation. So you gotta really be conscious of your mental health. So we talk about all those things, the physical body, pain and aches. Guys, everything comes from your emotions, okay? And we're gonna talk about a few things, okay? So there's a lot of studies, like I mentioned, the stress of in our autoimmune disease connection. So there was a study done with 54,000 women over 24 years that showed that those that have been exposed to any sort of trauma, maybe a car crash, sexual assaults, have were likely to 3 times more to develop lupus and other kind of diseases. Okay, so that is so many studies I have here, and but let's go about the bottom line. What can we do to reduce the stress, and improve our health, well-being? Just by being control of our emotions. So one of the main things that you can do is prioritize your sleep. So it's so important to sleep well. A person that doesn't sleep well doesn't function well. Okay, so if you if you suffer with the chronic sleep deficiency, you can lead to really negative health outcomes. Okay, so cardiovascular disease, diabetes, obesity, cancer, and potentially lifespan, or even causes of inflammation like autoimmune disease. So sleep, sleep well. So if you don't, otherwise, of course, you also, if you don't sleep well, especially kids that don't sleep well, usually is very hyper. They can focus in school, they can learn. So that's a lot of stuff, because sleep repair our brains and recognize everything, reset, restore, and regenerate it. So we need to sleep well. So what can we do to sleep well? First of all, stay out of social media after 10 p.m. Don't drink caffeine, don't drink alcohol after hours. Okay, don't eat junk food. Use the oils. There's so many oils that can help you to sleep, like Serenity, Lavender, Adaptive, Peace. I love to use the Serenity Complex on daily. I get 2 capsules and I take it and I sleep like a princess. Okay, I've been sleeping so much good, so good since they since they released this product. So or you can put a few oils on a diffuser, like lemon. That is really cleansy, brief On guard to, not only is going to support your immune health, but it's also going to support your sleep. So sleep well, okay? That's the first main thing. The second main thing is to move your body. You need to move, okay? Move. I'm sorry, not move. that's not move is the third one. But breathe consciously and slow. Okay? Oh my god, I love cedarwood. If you take cedarwood, you don't get out of the bed. Right? I have a friend that she used cedarwood, she used bergamot, they're brief and on guard, and she said that her husband sometimes can have a hard time to get up in the morning. So cedar woods is really amazing. Brief, okay? So what was the last time that you really breathed? Like I mentioned, really consciously breathe. Like you took a deep breath, you hold into 5, you release 5. Okay? So when the fast path of stress relief, right? When you super stress, what is the first thing that attacks you? Like the first response of your body? Stop breathing well, right? So like people with panic attack, or I know because I had a panic attack before. You can breathe. So it's something that every minute is every day. It's you do every day. Sometimes you're on automatic, autopilot, right? My husband, I remember when I was pregnant, especially with the twins, he used to put an alarm for me to remember to breathe. Okay, so you gotta be really paying attention to that. So the belly breathing, right? So calms the brain, arousal center, activates the calming, rest, digestion, parasympathetic nervous system, and send a message for your body to say that everything is okay when you breathe. So let's breathe. See how important it is? Every time you're in panic, everybody say, breathe, 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 right? When you having contraction, you're in pain, what does the doctor say? You have, in labor. Breathe, breathe, breathe. That's one of the first things you need to do. And that is one of the main things when the baby are born. What is the first thing that they check? How well they are breathing, right? And that's one of the signs that we gotta check. I am a nurse assistant, got my degree a long time in Brazil, but that's one of the vital signs that you need to check on a person if they are breathing. So breathing is so important. Breathe well, okay? So when you breathe, you send oxygen to your body and to all the cells of your body. So if you don't breathe, think about, you can even lose memory by not breathing. So one of the things that I like to do, especially when I'm working out, I like to get the peppermint oil, smell it, or the brief oil, and make a little tend and sleep. So I really love to practice breathing with the brief oil. That's the oil of the breathe, and then it's suffocating when you can breathe, guys. It's horrible when you go to a anxious attack and you can breathe, okay? And it's really bad. Like I know, because a few times my son had croup attack, and he's there feeling like that you can breathe. And then the first thing I do, I apply frankincense on his chest, and the boy is just like, it's just amazing. It's like magic when the frankincense works with, for anxious feeling. So breathe consciously and slowly, okay? Counting to 5, release to 5. Sometimes people even hold to 5 and then release to 5, okay? You can do either or. So you can count to 5, like I mentioned. You can use brief. You can use any oils that are gonna support your respiratory system. But like I mentioned, the calming oils also is gonna help you to breathe better, because adaptive or copaiba too. I love copaiba under my tongue and with frankincense. But frankincense on the chest and breathing is the best thing for anxious. Okay, if you have anybody having anxious attack around you, bronchitis, asthma, just do that. Just apply frankincense on their chest. You see how amazing it work. You probably save the person's life. Okay, and then however, also The third one we're gonna talk about is move your body. So if you like to sit a lot, that's not good. Okay, so a lack of movement created incidents of poor health. Like many diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and many cancer and many other things. However, moderate it. Don't try to run a marathon, okay? Because it's also if you exercise too much, you put a lot of stress on your muscles too, and that can cause also inflammation and immune problems. Okay, so that's very important. So 30 minutes is really perfect. If you can work out to an hour, maybe a yoga, maybe walk with a stroller, something that's gonna also move your body, but it's gonna relax you too. The fourth thing that you should do is spend the time with the nature. Look at that. I was gonna read sleep. Spend time in the nature, guys. Go outside and breathe fresh air. So most of the people that spend 90%, 9%, 22 hours indoor, okay, is growing body research shows that the with home and office building maybe be serious pollute with the outdoors. Yeah, of course. I mentioned that our home, if you don't clean your home with the cleaning, uh, green products, your home is probably the most toxic place in the earth. Okay, because you clean the house with chemicals, and now you close everything and you breathing all that. So go outside. Go outside. It's very important for you to breathe the fresh air. It's very good for your immune system, and reduce inflammation, decrease the feelings of depression and anxious, and improve your memory. Okay, so go outside. Meditate is the fifth thing, and meditate is so important. I feel like when I meditate, it's look like I lose like 10 pounds of stress. So meditate for 10 minutes. Make a priority for yourself. Grab the favorite oil. I like arbor vitae. I apply on the bottom of my feet. Any oils that comes from roots or from tree, or from like from trees, are really amazing for you to meditate. Maybe balance, maybe frankincense. I like arbor vitae. Arbor vitae just ground me so much. It makes me go to another dimension. Is really amazing, and I smell it. I put it on the bottom of my feet, and I put some meditation music, and I meditate for about 10 minutes. I think 10 minutes is a good at least 10 minutes, okay, for you to meditate and really help you with decrease stress, anxious feelings, depression, and it's gonna help your brain to reset, because sometimes our brain is like overworking, and then you don't have any time of the day. And even sometimes if you don't have a restful night of sleep, you can really focus. So when you really ground yourself, and you really forget about everything that's going around, you can reset everything. So you give your brain a break, and then looks like really you lost like a couple of pounds. Oh my gosh, Siberian Fear is really, really good. Siberian Fears actually makes you really look deep down in yourself. Okay, I did a study for a week, which just using Siberian Fear. It's amazing what it does. I was so in deep meditation that I was able to feel like I was in Russia, in the middle of the pines trees, like feeling cold. And that's how amazing it is meditation. So Siberian Fair is really amazing. I like that it really makes you aware of things that's going on in your life. I really love Siberian Fair. Another Borvitae is like, I just love the oil so much. So yeah, those are the things you can do for meditation. It's gonna help you so much with the immune health, and like get all the stress out. It's gonna be amazing. The sixth thing you should do is cultivate social connection. I know that nowadays they are telling you, don't get social, don't get in touch with people. People, you might gonna get sick, but Loneliness indicate the or social isolation that is associated with the risk of early mortality and obesity and many other diseases. Okay, so get in touch with people. If you can go, get to social events, maybe a small group, maybe invite people to your home, make sure everybody wash their hands, nobody is kissing anybody, just be cautions, or maybe go for a walk with somebody. You don't have to be hugging anybody, just go for a walk, maybe a short distance. You can still get it with, get with people. It's very important for you to be social and be around people. Or maybe just make sure you get in touch with your friends, you talking to your friend, do Skype or video call, FaceTime, whatever it is. Sorry, my connection got bad. The seventh thing, guys, and the last and most important thing is for you to forgive people. Forgive everyone. Okay? Now is a great opportunity for you to do that. So if you hold on to you know, anxious, depression, like if you really holding anger, regret, and or somebody pass away, grief, that is not a good thing for you. Okay, it says that it can, if you forgive people, you can lower the risk of heart attack, improving your cholesterol levels, and sleep with improving your sleep, reduce pain and anxious and depression and stress. Look at that. So let's use the forgive oil and forgive everyone. And first, forgive yourself, because sometimes we're so hard on ourselves. So forgive yourself for whatever you have done. Sometimes you're being tough with you. Forgive yourself. So forgive everybody. Forgive everybody, okay? There is a really good Hawaiian prayer called Ho'oponopono. I don't know if you ever heard it. You will say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. You can say that for yourself. Ho'oponopono, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. It's amazing and it's powerful. Okay? So you might don't give give enough credit, but it's really good. So self-forgiveness might be the most powerful and reduce, a most powerful thing you can do it. Okay, reducing the risk of clinical depression, improving health by lowering and make often inflammation. Okay, so forgiveness, the self-forgiveness is the most important, powerful one. So if you do the Ho'oponopono prayer, again, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. You can say that to yourself, and you can say that for your kids when they're not feeling well. And it's really amazing. So I hope this is I hope this was helpful, and during crisis, healthcare crisis right now, stay calm, take care of your emotions, don't panic, because that's gonna help you not to bring all this. Not only, I'm not saying viruses and or anything, but it's gonna bring you so much in your emotions. It's gonna be so hard for you to I know it's hard sometimes to with the media and everything, for you to be calm, but just use your essential oils, meditate, sleep well, and do all those things, and you should be okay. And I just shared today a protocol about help when you're not feeling well, and I'm gonna start posting a few other things that can help you with rise up your immune system. But I think was so important, because a lot of people don't talk about their emotions. You see people running crazy, buying thousands and thousands of toilet paper, and sometimes people don't think about themselves, they just think about them. And then if you can just take care of you and your family, that's a good start. And then you go and help the neighbor, and you go help somebody else, and then you can have that bubble of people that you can help at least, and send comfort and be nice, and really first of all, take care of yourself first. Before anything, take care of yourself first, because before you put an oxygen mask on anybody, you gotta put on yourself. So if you're good, if you're okay, your kids are gonna be just fine. Because when you get in panic, what does happen? You can't think. You know, you can think, and then you acted like a crazy person, right? So let's take care of emotions. And remember to breathe. That's right, Carrie. Remember to breathe, okay? Breathe is the most powerful thing. And meditate. Meditate. Get the Siberia Fair. Put it on the bottom of your feet. Smell it. And put the music for 10 minutes. You're going to find so much stuff inside you. You're going to know yourself so much if you do that. And if you do daily for 7 days, you really, really see the change, okay? I hope you guys like this class. I will post it later on my YouTube channel. I have a class tomorrow at 9 p.m. with one of my leaders in Texas. It's going to be in Spanish, Wendy. But I also have another class coming next week. It's going to be on Zoom online. And if you have a chance to send your friends, or maybe you need some extra education supports, come up. I will be more than happy to have you in our class. And you guys have a safe, nice weekend and take care of your emotions. Bye bye, guys.